Hello, everyone. Today, we are in our notes packet. Anything with a 2 at the top is what we're working on today. And what we're working on today is estimating a quotient. A quotient means we are dividing. So we're going to use skills that we used yesterday and put those into action, plus a few more things. So, Mrs. Hook and Mrs. Hook loves to estimate. And we talked yesterday about shortcuts. So estimating is a shortcut when we need to do something really quick and we don't have time to get out our pencil and paper and we just need a quick estimate for something. So here's our rules to make it easy. Make the problem as easy as possible. Our single digits are going to stay the same. So those are some key reminders that we need to do. How are we going to estimate a quotient? We're going to highlight the divisor, which is our single digit. We're going to highlight the first two numbers in the dividend, and then we're going to use our multiples. So let's just do one here. So if I highlight my divisor and the first two numbers of my dividend, so we've done that step. Now, and I've got to get out something to write with here. Now we're going to write our multiples of 9. So we're going to write 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63. Why do you think I'm going to stop at 63? Well, I'm going to stop at 63 because my rule said I'm looking for the two closest multiples to my divisor. So, what are my two closest multiples? My two closest multiples are going to be 54 and 63. So I'm going to write in 54. That's going to be a low estimate. And 63 is going to be a high estimate. Now we're going to use the skills from yesterday. And we're going to turn these bad boys, since we're estimating, right? We're going to turn these into zeros. So I'm basically saying 5,400 divided by 9, or 6,300 divided by 9. So now I'm going to use my skills from yesterday, right? My basic fact is going to be 54 divided by 9. 54 divided by 9 is 6, and I've got 2 zeros left over. 6,300 divided by 9 is 7. 2 zeros left over, 700. So again, we're estimating. So I want to know is, let me erase all this junk now. So my question is 600 or 700 a better estimate for what the answer to 6,210 divided by 9 is? So I want to know, is it a better estimate to round 6,210? Am I going to get a more accurate answer if I round this number to 6,300? Or will I get a more accurate answer if I round 6,210 to 5,400? Which one's going to give me a better answer? Well, 62 is closer to 63, right? So which one's going to be a better estimate? 700 is going to give me a closer estimate. And is 700 going to be an overestimate or an underestimate? Well, 700 is going to be bigger than my answer. So I'm going to say it's an overestimate, and my overestimate is, I don't know why I just put a dollar sign. My overestimate is 700. Okay, so let's try another one. So again, I have $33,259 and I have to divide it between 4 people. Is it going to be better to give an overestimate or an underestimate? First thing we're going to do is write out our multiples. So my multiples of 4. Let's make that smaller, Mrs. Hook. So I've got 4, 8, 12, 16. Four, 8, 12, 16. I want to write 20, not in a ginormous font size. 4, 8, 12, 16. There we go. 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. Okay, that was a bit of a struggle, but we got it done. So here's my multiples of 4. So now I want to know an underestimate. So an underestimate is going to be 32. And it's going to be 32 what? Well, if it's, so again, I'm saying is 33,259. Am I going to say it's better to say that it's closer? Am I going to say that it's better to say we're closer to 32,000? Or am I going to say it's better to say that we're closer to 36,000? And that's not really going to be my answer. Okay, so then what am I going to have to do? Well, I'm going to have to divide each of those by 4. So if I divide that by 4, I'm going to end up with 8,000. And 9,000. Okay. So is it going to be better to, which is going to be a better estimate? 32,000 divided by 4 or 36,000 divided by 4? Well, 33,000 is closer to 32,000. So I'm going to say the better estimated quotient, is going to be 8,000. And that is going to be an underestimate. Why is it going to be under? Because 32 is less than 33. The other thing I want to point out, to know that you're doing the estimating correct, notice that my real quotient is going to be in between 6 and 700. 600, 700, those are consecutive. This one, my answer is going to be in between 8,000, 9,000. So the first number of my estimated quotient should always be consecutive in number. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and pause the video and do the 2 U-try problems, and then I'll come back with an answer. So go ahead and pause, and I will see you in just a second. All right, let's see how we did with our answers. My low estimate should be 40,000 divided by 5, which gives me 8,000. High estimate is going to be 45,000 divided by 5, which is going to give me 9,000. So 44,000 is closer to 45,000. So I'm going to say my overestimate of 9,000 is going to be my best option. All right, now this one was tricky, so hopefully we did all of our zeros correct. So 215,000. So 8, my multiples of 8 are going to be 16 and 24. Notice I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros when I'm rounding. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, which means in my answer, I'm also going to need 4 zeros. So one estimated answer is going to be 20,000. Another one is going to be 30,000. So 21 is going to be closer to 16 or 24. Well, 21 is going to be closer to 24. So I know that my overestimate of 30,000 is going to be a better estimate choice. So these are all of our fancy shortcuts that we can use with estimating a quotient So we will see you tomorrow with some bell work. Actually, we won't see you tomorrow with bell work. We've got more to do. All right, so that means we have more to do. Mrs. Hook, get with the program. So, again, if I gotta find a pen. So if I am estimating with nines, so my multiples of 9 again, so I'm going to have 1800 divided by 9. Or my next multiple, 9 times 3, is going to be 27. And that should only be 2700. So I'm going to have 200 or I'm going to have 300. So again, I box in my basic facts and then how many zeros are at the end. And 22 is going to be closer to, let's see, the difference between 22 and 18 is 4. The difference between 27 and 22 is 5. So it's going to be a better estimate to use my 200. And then is 200 going to be an underestimate or an overestimate? 200 is going to be an underestimate. Okay, let's do one more real quickly. Multiples of 4. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. I'm going to have 40 on my low end, 44 on my high end, and we're talking about 43,000. So it's going to be either 40,000 or 44,000. So I'm going to have either 10,000 or 11,000. 43 is closer to 44, so 11,000 is going to be a closer estimate for me to use, and that will be an overestimate. So go ahead and hit pause on the video again, and I'll come back with the right answers for you to check. All right, let's finish these problems up. My low end estimate is going to be 42,000 divided by 7, and that's going to be 42 divided by 7 is 6. 1, 2, 3 zeros, so I got 6,000. High end estimation, 7 times 7 is 49, so I'm going to have 49 divided by 7, which equals 7, and that's going to be 7,000. So which one of these is going to be a better estimate? 45 minus 42 is 3. 49 minus 45 is 4. So we're going to say that this is an underestimate is better. And so my underestimate would be 6,000. All right. My last one, my multiples of 3, that's going to be 21 divided by 3 is 7. And 24 is going to be my next multiple. When I divide it by 3, I get 8. So 22,400 is going to be closer to, that's going to be closer to 21,000. So again, the underestimate at 7,000 is going to be a closer estimate. We will see you tomorrow for bell work. Until then.